So now we're going for like round number 17.
Course 85.
Jeez.
I'm gonna have to take a nap after this. He's got a nap room.
We have to sharpen our knives with that knife sharpener. We're going through so many courses here.
Since we launched as a traveling family in 2014, there are several places where we have spent a considerable amount of time. We spent a year in Costa Rica, 10 months in Ecuador, and if you add up all the time, well over a year in France. It's not necessarily our favorite place on earth, but it offers all the experiences we desire in a place that keeps us coming back. It's got passionate people, incredible landscapes, a rich culture, although at times it can be overly bureaucratic.
Avalon, it's your last day of school today?
It's your last day of school.
You only could last 1 year in traditional school, huh?
I cannot wait for the last day.
Okay, come on.
Of all the things that we have done here, we have yet to have a cooking experience. Well, this is going to end right here. Join our family today as we embark on a provincial cooking experience in Aix-en-Provence as we realize that we are a whole lot better at this cooking game than we thought. You may be asking yourself, wait a minute, aren't you guys in Japan right now riding out the coronavirus pandemic? Well, the simple answer is yes, but we just hopped a jet plane to France last week for the class. I'm kidding. There has been a lot going on in the world with social distancing and listening and acting intently on the Black Lives Matter front. We are slowing down as a family and taking this time to release vlogs of adventures that occurred just before our journey to Japan.
This guy's so funny. I said I'm easy to spot because I have pink hair. He says I'm easy to spot because I have no hair. I'm not sure if it's you, but...
No, I'm not sure it's you either.
Nice to meet you.
On this adventure, we're not just out to cook French food. We're going to do it like a local, and more importantly, with a local, because we definitely need some help.
So the plan of today is to do this. We are going on a cooking tour. And it's more like a cooking experience because a cooking tour is almost like this is how you bake something, this is how it goes in the oven, this is how it goes out, temperature, etc., etc. In this case, we're like doing it from soup to nuts, or in this case, from farm stand to nuts. We're gonna go to the local fruit market, farm market, vegetable market, and we're gonna grab all the ingredients, and then we're heading to the kitchen. We're gonna have an amazing experience because it's gonna be like the whole 9 yards, the French provincial style, picking the wines. So we've now tried the white, the red, and the rosé.
I'll take the purple.
This is not a Prince soundtrack. We're not that hungry, but maybe by the time we start cooking, we're gonna get a little hungry because I have a feeling there's gonna be a lot of food.
So if there is something to know about Aix-en-Provence, it's the little city in France that has just about everything. It's the city that inspired Paul Cézanne, and with its college town culture, it is always alive. One of the things that this place has, which is perfect for our experience, is a daily farmer's market, only in France.
It's a midweek market.
Yes, here on that small plaza we have a market every day.
Every day?
Every day, yeah. You know, in most town or villages it's like once a week, maybe twice. Here it's every day. And there's another part we'll end by at the second market, which is every 2 days. You have 2 markets. So in Aix we're pretty lucky.
I think we need to move to Aix. They want to move here because there's a huge movie theater in many different languages. Is that why?
So, before we get started, let's get our mouths watering and talk about what we will be making.
So what are we having today?
So we're having a Swiss chard tart, in which we're going to be adding some goat cheese, grated goat cheese and cottage goat cheese. And then we'll continue on with artichoke, small baby purple artichoke, simmered with pork breast, sweet onions into white wine, artichaut en barigou, and then we'll end with lemon tarts.
Oh yeah, my favorite.
What do you say?
I think that sounds great. I love to eat, so.
All right, let's go get the ingredients.
This was super exciting because we were all taking part in the process. And with our guide, Giles, we knew that we were going to get a lot more than we bargained for.
30. 30.
Can you do that?
Okay. You do 15.
So for instance, you're not going to take this one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just, okay.
You guys are in charge of our food, you know that at this point.
Yeah.
What are you guys gonna be making?
One of the meals. I don't know which one yet.
Whatever it is, it involves little mini potatoes.
Those many potatoes, yes.
Alors, à cuire le jaune. Le rouge, il est plus doux que le jaune.
Oui.
C'est pas le Sevenol, hein?
Moi je veux le 7-All.
Ouais, Sevenol, il n'y en a plus, sûrement.
I know you're chomping at like a little schoolgirl right now, wondering when we're gonna get the cheese. It's right next to you.
I know. You see this? It's so fun. It's different colored cheese. Look at this. I love it. It's really good.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
Because you could try another one.
Right? Imagine my hair, right?
So around here it's really interesting because there is a whole like onslaught of products. You have products that are sort of fruits, vegetables, nuts, whatever you want to sort of find, cheese, sausages. But the biggest theme that you'll find around here, and what you'll find mostly around France, is their gravitation towards bio, which is like organic. Bio is a huge thing around here. Now there is a concept that between now and the end of 2020, the whole country is going to be 15% bio. Now, when you want to think about that in terms of a whole country being 15% organic, that's a huge thing because that means 15% of all the producers are creating stuff that is free of pesticides. There's also another concept here called producer reasonable. Reasonable producer, which is like a grade just below organic, which means they still use some, but not a lot. They use enough to go ahead and basically keep all the insects from the actual product. However, it's not like a gluttonous amount. So you'll see signs here that say either producer reasonable, or AB, which is bio, which is organic. It's really cool because the fruit and vegetables are done to such precision that you'll find that everything tastes amazing here.
As we moved on, we were then taken to the butcher shop.
I have no idea what he's saying.
That's part of the charm of being in France.
He's saying these Americans are easily impressed. Just give me something.
And just end with an ooh la la.
Just throw some cheese on a plate and that girl with the pink hair will eat it.
But besides the incredible cheese, when we got to the bread shop, we kind of felt like we could have said, stop, let's pause here for a while. In fact, this and the cheese from the farmer's market, and I really don't need anything else. Just saying. Anyway, what we learned is that you can get the original pain au chocolat here, not the pastry that is found everywhere else.
Pain au chocolat is more like a croissant with chocolate. It's not bread and chocolate.
Right.
Here it's the true bread and chocolate. Pain au chocolat.
I don't think we've had that before,
Nope.
have we, guys?
Oh, no, nobody does it.
What tastes better?
The other one.
The other one? Really?
Yeah. I disagree.
Personally, working with them.
I will take that. Thank you very much.
Bring a bottle.
Oh my god.
Croissants are like more of a pastry. It's very flaky, and this is just like a baguette with chocolate stuff inside it.
So best of both worlds, huh?
Yeah, I never liked croissants, so.
With all the ingredients in hand, we left Centerville, packed up the car, and headed to our next stop, wine.
So it's 11:15 in the morning, and we're being taken to wine. Just
Gotta love France.
we don't do well when we start with wine before noon.
I ate a breakfast sandwich at McDonald's. I shouldn't have said that word.
So our next stop is the Chateau Henri Bernard Winery, and it is part of the experience of what we're trying to do today because it's not just about food, it's not just about sort of fresh produce, it's also about the perfect pairings. In this case, 178 euros a bottle of wine. How's the wine, Evelyn?
It smells like hydrogen peroxide,
Oh, great.
and it tastes even worse.
All right. So we're teaching you well,
It's
right?
nothing personal about this winery, and I hope she keeps that attitude forever.
I know, I just don't like wine or any alcohol. I don't think it tastes good.
Avalon, you're making us proud right now.
Now, if you want to see a family execute the perfection of teamwork, check this out. You have 3 out of the 4 of us diligently chopping and taking orders, while one just sits back and holds the camera. Guess who that is? That's okay. He's also the one that has to edit through all the footage to get you to the final amazing product.
We keep the root on. Do not cut the root.
Okay.
And then you can.
You gotta be careful, you know that.
Here.
Don't talk to me, I'm focusing.
Above here. Yeah, you see that.
Meanwhile, Laura's pouring like a gallon of salt.
That's That's enough. Yeah, that's that. With a bigger knife, you're gonna cut it in two, but not cutting the root part. You see the root?
Yeah.
So you're cutting it right in two.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
you're gonna cut into small slices. The root here keeps it all together, so it's really helpful. And you're just gonna get rid of the root at the very end.
That's why we did that.
Yeah.
Oh, so it doesn't fall apart.
So for the onions, for the larger onions, it's gonna be very convenient.
Wow, you learn something every day.
So what is the hardest part of having a bunch of non-chefs go into your kitchen?
Fighting. They're fighting.
No. Having fun, but trying to stay focused on what we do, both at the same time.
If there's one thing that makes experiences like this so interesting, it's that we all get involved at the same time. There are so many times that there's just one of us doing the activity and the rest of us are just watching. In this case, we all got to get our hands dirty.
So in your level of 1 to Master Chef, what would you call yourself at this point?
Middle.
Middle? You sure about that?
Yes, I'm very good at cooking. As long as I have like instructions. What?
So,
If you give me instructions, I can follow them for any meal.
that's half the battle, isn't it? But now can you freestyle this? Like, you know how you do this all over again?
I'm gonna taste you, just put them in there and then you like move them around. And if there are any pro chefs watching this, I do not criticize me.
So do you even know what you're cooking at this point?
Onions. I can see what's in the bowl.
My job was to make the crust for the Swiss chard's tart.
Largo, one question.
Yeah?
Did you wash your hands?
Yes.
You sure about that?
Yes.
Okay. Otherwise, well, we'll still eat it, but we just want to know. Oh, you're a very good chopper, you know that.
Yep.
Better than water.
Those extra 3 minutes, you continue this, then you Yeah.
Master Chef.
Eventually, I got into the chopping game myself, but what really got to me was when I got to make the lemon zest. You see, I'm like Dad, and I love gadgets. And if I can get my hands on a kitchen gadget, look out.
Largo's mind's being blown away at this point.
Never seen anything like this.
Okay.
Then now you're cutting with your knife. You're cutting
my
it
eyes.
into this.
So your eyes are being opened to a whole new world that's cooking. That's called lemon zest.
I knew what lemon zest was, but I just thought you grated a lemon on one of those types of graters.
So what are you going to do with that now? This newfound knowledge.
The butter.
Feed myself this stuff.
You're going to make all these wonderful desserts with lemon zest in it. Can you do lemonade with lemon zest in it?
Maybe.
So, Avalon, do you guys find cooking relaxing?
No, I find it stressful.
Really?
Yes.
How about you, Largo?
That was terrible.
Do you find cooking relaxing?
Stressful, but also relaxing.
Largo, do you find it stressful or relaxing? Right now, I think stressful.
Right now, I think stressful.
How about Giles? Do you find it
exchange
relaxing or
You
stressful?
can try this.
No.
You're focusing, you're concentrating, you're thinking of one thing at a time, unlike most of the time in real modern life. I think it's great. It's like an artisan thing. I think of a man making a leather bag and how he prepares the part and how he colors it, how he saws it. You know, it's like an artisan thing.
I wish we had more time to do it slowly. Our lifestyle sometimes is challenging in that area, don't you think, Will?
Usually it'd be the weekends, but for us weekends we're doing something different, like adventuring.
Or socializing.
Or we need to incorporate more of this into our life.
Right? Bacon?
You heard that right, bacon, Mom's kryptonite from being vegetarian. Although our guide said that it was not actually bacon, we can sniff out that greasy goodness anywhere.
If it looks like bacon and it smells like bacon,
It's not going to be crispy like bacon.
We consider it bacon.
Because I think we're baking it, not frying it.
Oh, gosh.
But yes, that is bacon. Oh my gosh, look at all those onions and garlic. Well, that makes me so happy, doesn't it?
Whoa!
I know, look out. Mommy's in the kitchen. But Daddy's going to be farting a lot, so. Oh, this smells delicious. I hope we can recreate this.
well, we definitely graduated on to like bigger and better things at this point, haven't we? Ramen noodles, we're done with you.
What exactly would you say, or what's the definition of provincial cooking? Like, are there key items, or is it a style?
It's based on vegetables.
Okay.
It's based on fish.
Okay.
The main fat is olive oil.
Okay.
It involves dry wine.
Okay.
Even in the cooking,
okay.
Not only the drinking. And it varies very much around the season.
Okay.
So you have a good variety. So lots of vegetable, fruits, again fish. In terms of meat, the main meat traditionally is lamb.
Okay.
And then fish used to be prolific. It used to be, there used to be a lot. Now
a lot more, yeah.
Now it's more scarce. So, but we go for fish, and one of the main this famous dish is bouillabaisse, which is in between a stew and a soup.
Have you seen any other culture that's very similar to provincial style in the world? Like
Italy.
Italy?
I think we're cousins in terms of cooking.
Well, France is better though, right?
As we moved on, I switched from chopping to making the filling for the dessert, while Mom and Largo had to continue with the dirty work.
Oh my gosh. Oh, this is a great pan. I gotta take a picture of that pan. I love it.
Now for the main dish, artichokes barigoules. Probably the most time-consuming part was getting to the heart of the artichoke. But getting to the heart of the matter was no joke, and there was a ton to be done here.
Is that enough?
Alors,
oh wow, a lot more. Okay.
You see the bottom of the leaves has turned to a yellow.
We want to see the actual heart. And is that because we're going to actually eat this and the green is going to make it too tough?
Not tough, very the taste of the
bitter.
Yeah. If you
Okay,
the same taste like. We're keeping only that yellow part right here.
Okay. Would I be like right about here?
Ooh.
Half of that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, this part's a little hard, isn't it, Largo?
Yeah.
Well, let's switch.
No thanks,
In the provincial style of cooking, there is a thing called the bouquet garni. It is a bundle of herbs usually tied together with a string and mainly used to prepare soup, stock, and casseroles. The bouquets mostly include thyme, bay leaves, and parsley, which in this case we picked out of the backyard.
Are we making our own bouquet?
Yeah, we're doing the bouquet now.
Oh my gosh, we're making our own.
Bouquet of stuff to eat?
Remember, this is it's for flavor.
The yellow
If I could have thyme growing wild in my yard, I don't think I'd ever move or travel again.
Problem is we don't have a yard. We have a driveway.
When you tie it together, because then it's easy to pull out.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I love doing this.
Are you okay with the?
Yeah, I'm okay. Just test it. It's okay to put it right on.
Yeah. Make sure you put it down beneath into the liquid.
This is
One.
Make sure
Is
it's
that
down
enough?
the bottom. Yeah.
Nicely done. There we go.
Okay, and then cover it.
Yeah, you cover.
I think this is a French secret.
That's how we say. Blanchir les œufs.
I'm learning all the secrets. There's nothing to try. I had to hide it in there, so we can't stir it now. Yeah, I'm sorry, honey.
You have to hide it? Why?
Well, it goes so you don't find it.
It's the treasure.
It's the secret to Provence cooking.
It's the pion in the galette de vin.
Wow, you're right. It's the bev.
Yes.
So with that, we were full steam ahead. We were putting things in the oven, manually garlicking the croutons, setting the table, pouring the wine, yuck, and getting ready for the feast. Our fear at this point was that the experience of enjoying the meal wouldn't live up to the fun we had preparing the meal.
Alan, are you looking out the bowl?
I'm not looking at the bowl. I could, but I'm not.
So there was only one way to find out.
It's funny because when we started this morning, I didn't think we were going to be that hungry. I'm starving.
I'm starving now too.
Yeah.
It's 2 p.m.
Yeah, no, seriously. Where's the food?
For the entree, we're having Swiss chard tourte tart, where we've added coated goat cheese as well as grated goat cheese on top. It involves as well shallots, salt and pepper, olive oil. Bon appétit.
As much as we thought that the first course was amazing, which it was, there were still 2 more to go. And in the French style, everything is served at the perfect temperature, so there was a little more work to do.
Yum. It looks so good.
Most of the liquid has disappeared. It's nice that there's just a little bit at the end. You see here?
Yeah.
Voilà.
Wow. So good.
Ooh.
Parsley, right? Is it parsley? No. It is parsley?
It is.
Hello.
So the best part about having all these courses is that you feel like you're having multiple meals. Because it takes like the preparation of the second course is almost like another meal in itself.
Of course it is, yeah.
It's so nice. We're having right now, this is what we thought was bacon, but it's not bacon.
It's not bacon, Dad.
No,
It's bacon.
Belly?
Breast.
Breast.
Pork
That was
breast.
close. Pork breast.
Just trying to hide bacon from you.
I won't. Listen, no one can hide bacon from me. I have bacon radar. Oh, this is delicious.
And then it was time for the last course, the dessert, which was 100% made by me, no one else, don't listen to them. There was no better way to end the meal.
All for you. Yeah. Really? You had to cave, didn't you?
Cave, I've been taking a picture of everything. Oh. I'm sorry.
So with our last course being a miniature lemon tart made by Avalon.
You're welcome.
Oh God.
That's good.
Dad?
It just fell apart.
Oh, it's good.
in my hands.
It's better because you just fell apart. Right?
It did. Avalon, it wasn't you, it was me. Trust me.
Did that get better?
But it was kind of you.
Holding it too strong.
I feel like I need a nap now. It was absolutely delicious.
Well, you know what? It's if you want another one, there's another one right here.
Oh, I can't eat too many.
Yeah, you can.
No, I'm getting full. It's a lot.
Largo, how many have you had? And with that, we have completed
Try it out. to see
what
if they wanna
honestly
buy.
is going to be
And then
when we do
almost
our
every
France
single
trip,
person
because that
who's
France
rented
trip
our
is
house,
coming
1
real
year
soon.
later, they said,
If you don't know about it, check out the information in the comments in the description below, and check it out. This is going to be one of the activities that we're going to be doing there. I think by the time that this video goes out, the actual trip may be sold out. I'm not sure, but essentially we're so excited because trying things firsthand is really what we love to do. Not just like, you know, because we want to sort of try them, because we do like to try them, but we want to make sure they're good. So with that, we're done. And guys, if you guys haven't subscribed, subscribe now, and we'll see you guys next time on WorldTowning. Goodbye. I love this experience, but this is almost like fantasy land. Because nowhere in life do you actually have like 5 hours to go to the market, get 5 people together, go ahead and chop out everything.
And have someone telling you exactly how to do it so you don't screw it up.
So for us, this is a great entertainment activity. However, I can't see this happening in real life.
This would happen in real life. We just need a kitchen, Judy.
And 5 hours. And 5 helpers.